Hello friends, welcome you all. In last class, we have discussed about election commission. Today we are going to see UPSC prelim static quiz under election commission. Let us begin. Question number 1. Consider the following statement with regard to the election commission of India. Statement number 1. It has been a multi-member body since the commencement of the constitution. 2. All its members have equal powers to take all the decisions relating to elections. Statement number 3. All its members are appointed for a 5-year term. Which of the following statement given above is or are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only. So here we have to identify the correct statement. So let us check with statement number 1. So this is wrong. Why it is wrong? The constitution provided for the election commission to be either the single member body or a multi member body. Till 1989, after the commencement of the constitution, election commission was a single member. So after that, in 1989 general elections, two more election commissioners were appointed, making it as a body as multi-member. Soon after these elections, the commission reverted to its single member status also. And again in 1993, two election commissioners were once again appointed, and till now it is a multi-member body and remained multi-member since then. So therefore statement number 1 is wrong. So you can eliminate the options 1 and 2, that is A and D. So remaining is 2 and 3. By analyzing the options, 2 is right. So let us check with the statement number 3. All its members are appointed for a 5-year term. No, this is also wrong. So the constitution ensures the security of the tenure of the chief election commissioner and election commissioners. So they are appointed for a 6-year term or continue till the age of 65, whichever is earlier. So therefore statement number 3 also wrong. You can eliminate option C. So answer for the question is option B, 2 only. Yes, it is all its members have equal powers to take all the decisions relating to elections. Here, the chief election commissioner presides over the election commission, but he does not have more powers than other election commissioners. The chief election commissioners and the election commissioners have equal powers to take all the decisions relating to elections as a collective body. Therefore, statement number 2 is right. Answer for the question is B, 2 only. Let us move on to question number 2. Consider the following statement. The Constitution provides for an independent election commissioner under Article 324. Statement number 2. No person is to be ineligible for inclusion in the electoral roll on the grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or any of them. Statement number 3. Parliament can make provisions with respect to all the matters relating to election to the state legislature. Yes, which of the following statement given is or correct? So we have to identify the correct statement. Statement number 1. Yes, correct statement. Therefore you can eliminate option B, 2 and 3 only, sir, since 1 is not present there. And then statement number 2. Yes, this statement is also correct regarding with article 325. Yesterday we have discussed about this. This statement number 3, it is also correct. So it is comes under article 327. Therefore this statement is also correct. So all the given statements are correct. So option D, 1, 2, 3 is the right answer for this question. Let us move on with question number 3. Consider the following statement regarding independence of election commission. The constitution has prescribed the qualifications of the members of the election commission. The constitution has prescribed the term of the members of the election commission. Any election commissioners or regional commission cannot be removed from office except on the recommendations of the chief election commissioner. We have to identify the correct statement. from the given options. So, while discussing election commission, we have discussed about flaws in election commission. So here statement number 1 and statement number 2 are the flaws. Why it has flaws? The constitution has not prescribed the qualifications of the members of the election commission. Therefore statement number 1 is wrong. The constitution has not specified the term for the election commission. Therefore this statement is also wrong. You can eliminate 1 and 2 from the given options. Therefore you can eliminate A, B and D. Answer for the question number 3 is option C, 3 only. So check with 3. Yes, this statement is correct. Any election commissioner or a regional commissioner cannot be removed from the office except on the recommendations of the chief election commissioner. This statement is correct. The answer for the question number 3 is C, 3 only. Let us move on with question number 4. Consider the following statement. The Constitution of India only mentions the office of Chief Election Commissioner and not the Election Commission. So then, statement number 2. The Chief Election Commissioner has overriding power while deciding upon the matter or issue. Statement number 3. Both Chief Election Commissioners and Election Commission enjoys the security of tenure. So let us see. We have to identify the correct statement. So let us analyze the statements. So here the statement number 1. If you take the statement number 1, it is also so incorrect statement. Why it is incorrect? Let us check. Article 324 of the Constitution states that the election commission shall consist of chief election commissioner and such number of other election commissioners, if any, the president may from time to time fix. Therefore, the statement number 1 is wrong. Since the Constitution of India only mentions, it is given as only mentions. Therefore, it is wrong. Statement number 2. Chief Election Commissioner do not possess any overriding powers while deciding upon any matter or issues. Therefore, this statement is also wrong. Let us check. The Chief Election Commissioner and the 2 election commissioners have equal powers, and also we have discussed that they receive equal salaries, allowances similar to the judge of the Supreme Court. In case of difference of opinion among the Chief Election Commissioners and 2 other election commissioners, the matter is decided by the commission by a majority. Therefore, Chief Election Commissioner do not possess any overriding power. This statement is also wrong. Both Chief Election Commissioner and Election Commission enjoy the security of tenure. No, this statement is also wrong. Chief Election Commissioner is provided with the security of tenure. That is, he cannot be removed from his office except in the same manner on the same grounds of judges of the Supreme Court. What are the grounds? Misbehavior or incapacity. These are the grounds. And other election commissioners cannot be removed from office except on the recommendations of the Chief Election Commissioner. Therefore, they both do not enjoy the security of tenure, but Chief Election Commissioner enjoys the security of tenure. Therefore, this statement is also wrong. Therefore, answer for the question number 4 is D, none of the above. Let us begin with question number 5. Which of the provisions in the independence of functioning of the Chief Election Commissioner? Statement number 1. Constitution has debarred the retaining election commissioner from any further appointment by the government. Statement number 2. Salaries and expenses are charged on the Consolidated Fund of India. Statement number 3. Chief Election Commissioner is provided with security of tenure. Let's analyze. Statement number 1 is wrong. Why it is wrong? The Constitution has not debarred the retiring election commissioner from any further appointment. Therefore, this statement is wrong. Here, one has to note that the salaries and expenses are not charged on the Consolidated Fund of India in case of Election Commission. So here let us analyze. Here the expenditures incurred by the Election Commission is not charged on the Consolidated Fund of India, whereas in the case of Supreme Court or CAG, it is charged on the Consolidated Fund of India, but not in the case of Election Commission. Rather, it is voted by the Parliament. Therefore, this statement is wrong. You can eliminate 1 and 2 from the options B, C, D. Those three statements, it's not the right answer. So the answer would be A, 3 only. Yes, right now we have discussed Chief Election Commissioner only provided with the security of tenure. Answer is A, 3 only. Let us move on with the question number 6. Which of the following are the powers or functions of the Election Commission? To grant recognition to political parties and allot election symbol to them. Statement number 2. To advise the president, to advise the presiding officer of either house of the parliament on matters relating to the disqualification under the anti-defection law. Statement number 3. To advise the president whether the re-election can be held in the state under president rule in order to extend the period of emergency after 1 year. Here one has to identify the correct statement from the given options. Let us analyze the statement number 1. Yes, this statement is correct. Why? To grant recognition to political parties and elect election symbols to them. That is one of the functions. Therefore, this statement is correct. If you take statement number 2, this is wrong. So here one has to know that on the matter relating to disqualifications under anti-defection law, the presiding officer of either house of the parliament take their decision without seeking advice from the election commission. Therefore, this statement is wrong. Only presiding officer of that particular house has the right to decide about anti-defection law. So let us see statement number 3. This statement is correct. Why it is correct? To advise the president whether the election can be held in a state under president rule in order to extend the period of emergency after 1 year. Therefore, this statement is right. So you can choose, you can eliminate from the options. The answer for the question number 6 is C, 1 and 3 only. Since you can eliminate wrong statement 2, A eliminated, B eliminated, D also eliminated. Therefore, answer would be 2 and 1 and 3 only. That is C. So kindly go through all the questions and analyze the statements. So here I have given you the answers also. Kindly note your answers. So let us meet in the next class. Thank you all. Have a good day.